What's up, taters? This is Tree from my main platform, treeoflogic.com. Anything happen to me on YouTube, go to my website. That's my main platform, not YouTube, my website, treeoflogic.com. So check it out. Me and BJ just had our podcast earlier today where we showcased that Antifa teacher. And I have some great news, but before we get to that, I had no idea that they had set up a board meeting this fast. And as you can see right here, furious parents attend California school board meeting where radical Antifa teacher is set to be fired after Project Veritas expose. Now, let me tell you something. No one can touch investigative journalism like Project Veritas. This is a right-wing or conservative or right-leaning journalist group or organization that the liberals and the commies fear. I have seen Project Veritas bring down so many people. It makes your head spin. And I'm telling you, they are doing the Lord's work. But before we get into the good news, let's look at a little bit, just a little bit of the furious parents who were at this meeting. And what amazed me is that there were more conservative parents and actually just parents who know what's up with communism than I thought. Like the place was packed. And they had a long line that was all the way out into the hallway. And so let me just show you. I've been watching it on. Okay, it's on Periscope. Somebody live streamed it from Periscope. Using Periscope. And it's on Jack Prozac. I will never say your name correctly, Jack. It's on Jack Prozac's Twitter. And so I've been watching like in almost an hour, as you can see, is at 59 minutes and 46 seconds. So this is like a 2 hour and 35 minute live stream. So I'm about a little bit almost halfway through it. But let's just watch just one little bit. Like I think we'll watch about 2 or 3 minutes of it together, and then we'll get to the good news of what happened. Thanks to Project Veritas.
People are calling her out because it's fake news. They said you get a pass today because you did your job.
And I'm a current resident here in the district. My son actually just recently graduated from high school this past year. And with that being said, the reason why I'm here tonight is to voice my concerns of the starting revelation that was brought to my attention yesterday from a video that surfaced online of a teacher by the name of
that fast.
My first initial
that's what amazes me. Like the video came out yesterday and they set up a board meeting. Well, right now it's Wednesday. So when you all see it, it's going to be Thursday. So the video came out Monday. And then it looks like they started to have, or did it come out Tuesday? Hold on a second. I gotta fact check myself. No. It did. It came out on Monday. The Project Veritas, I know for sure it came out Monday because I said we'll talk about it on the podcast today, which is Wednesday. So they were able to come up with a board meeting in 2 days because of this teacher. Wow, they moving fast.
Thoughts upon viewing this video was disbelief, frustration, disappointment, and anger. Anger that a teacher at Intercom High School, and I'm going to quote what he said, openly, I have 180 days to make revolutionaries. Oh my God. And his response, and they asked him, how do you do that? And his response was, I scared the F out of him.
Child abuse.
As a parent, this is alarming. Alarming that the school staff, principal, vice principal, other teachers, and the faculty did nothing and allowed this indoctrination of these ideologies and beliefs to cultivate in his classroom.
True.
They did nothing. According to your statement that you guys released yesterday, that whenever civic education includes topics that may be controversial due to political beliefs or influences, instruction shall be presented in a balanced manner that does not promote any particular viewpoint. Are you going to sit here and tell me
Never happens.
that Mr. Geipes, and the way he presented the material and subject matter, is balanced and not promoting a specific viewpoint? Where is the American flag in his classroom?
Well,
Where's the Constitution or literature, the Declaration of Independence hanging up in his classroom?
amen.
Nowhere. Is it not the responsibility of the district to evaluate the teachers?
True.
Let me answer that for you. Yes, it is.
I was asking the same thing. I remember being in my middle school class, high school class. Maybe I wasn't really observant of the observation of teachers doing elementary school. But I remember specifically people coming into the classroom, and then all of a sudden my teacher's demeanor would change. Like they were very stiff and professional and extra friendly. And it's all because they got two people in the back of the class, basically watching them. And I think this is the incorrect way of monitoring or surveying your teachers. I think you should have a camera in there and you don't tell them when you're going to watch and observe them, and actually have have board members look in on the class and see how they are conducting the lesson plans and how they're interacting with the students. But if you come in there and you let them know, or even if you do a pop quiz, or not pop quiz, if you just pop up and decide to evaluate the teacher, they still could switch it up. But it's something about, even if the camera's on, it's something about them not having an actual human being right there to monitor them and watch them, that they tend to just be themselves. And I think that'd be a better solution than actually having people come in there and monitor in person. I think you should do it with a camera. That way you can keep your tabs on them and they will always be on their P's and Q's.
According to your governing board, they expect administrators assigned to evaluate teachers shall be competent in the instructional methodologies used by the teachers they evaluate, be skilled in the supervision of instruction and the techniques and procedures related to the evaluation of the instruction. It is your responsibility to know what he's teaching. And it's been going on for years, and you allowed it to happen. That tells me that you're not following your own governing board, your own rules. You're responsible for that. Yep. Why? Why allow this to go on?
Because the criminals.
The school district has failed, in my opinion, and I'm going to finish with this last thought. Because you allowed this indoctrination of Mr. Geip and his political ideology to flourish in his classroom. You have an opportunity to correct this.
She's holding up time sign.
Everything has been brought to light, and like everyone is saying, it does not end with Mr. Geip. There are some deep-rooted issues within this district. And I hope you guys make the right choice to make the change.
Yes. So here's some good news. All right. The Antifa teacher has been fired. Okay. Let's watch Keith tell us the great news. So here it is right here.
Breaking news. Natimus Unified School District announces they will fire teacher Gabriel Geip. This in from the Natimus community letter, just hot off the press. As of today, this teacher was placed on paid leave because of his actions and choices in the classroom.
Good.
Natimus United will be taking the legally required next steps to place the teacher on unpaid leave and fire the teacher.
Double good.
From the evidence gathered so far, the teacher violated the district's political action guidelines, which were aligned with board policy and California educational code. This comes on the heels of us catching Geip on tape saying he has 180 days to revolutionize the students. He wants to scare the blank out of students.
I have 180 days to turn them into revolutionaries. How do you do that? How do you scare the out of them?
And an insider news. Natimus.
Thanks a lot, Keith. Now I gotta bleep that out. Daggone it. I swear. You could at least bleep that out. Why you gonna make me do the hard work? All right, let me just play that all over again.
Scare the blank out of students.
I have 180 days to turn them into revolutionaries. How do you do that? How do you scare the out of them?
And an insider within the school taking pictures of the Antifa flag hanging on his classroom wall, to which Geip said he wanted his students to feel uncomfortable about.
This is meant to make fascists feel uncomfortable, so if you feel uncomfortable, I don't really know what to tell you.
The letter continues this morning. The walls of Geip's classroom were cleared of all posters and signage. In fact, we've been able to corroborate this. In fact, someone inside the school has just sent us video of Gabriel Geip's classroom. All signs have been taken off the walls.
Whoa!
The classroom is now empty. They have removed all political posters from the wall, and outside the door, it previously said the teacher's name. It no longer says Gabriel Geip's name outside C207. A lot of people say nothing ever happens to these people. That's a lot of the comments we see. Nothing ever.
This is true. I keep hearing that too. I keep hearing that nothing happens to these teachers because it's California. They got a strong union, which I did hear that they do have a strong union, and that a lot of these teachers are actually not fired. They are basically put on paid vacation, and they're put somewhere where they got to sit down. They don't have access to their class anymore, but I think they wait 6 months to maybe a year for it to blow over, and then they put them back in the classroom again. But that's what I've heard. I heard the same thing. But woo, y'all see how clean that classroom is? Let's watch that again. Hold on a second. That was some good old footage.
In fact, someone inside the school has just sent us video of
It's
Gabriel
clean,
Geip's classroom.
everything.
All
No
signs have
mouth.
been taken off the walls.
No
the classroom is now
LGBT
empty.
flag.
They have removed
No Antifa
all
flag.
political posters from the wall, and outside the door, it previously said the teacher's name. It no longer says Gabriel Geip's name outside C207. A lot of people say nothing ever happens to these people. That's a lot of the comments we see. Nothing ever. Well, something just did happen in the state of California, no less, where it's very difficult for a teacher to be fired, and effectively, that's what this unified school district is announcing they're going to do. None of this would have been possible without Project Veritas.
Yes.
Undercover journalists working alongside a tipster whistleblower on the inside of the classroom who reached out to us. It is currently 7 o'clock on the East Coast. We are very close to a school board meeting. You can stream that meeting here. We encourage you to do so. Gabriel Geip actually said in this video there are other people who agreed with him. We want to know who those people are, and we want to know why the student voiced concerns and no one cared until we showed up. Stay tuned, and as always, be brave, do something, because it matters.
Okay, that is wonderful. Yes, yes. That is absolutely great. So I am really happy that he got what's coming to him. That was pretty scary to look at just how confident these people are. These commies have just lost their mind. Okay, and O'Keefe just basically showed us that, hey, it can be done. They do some very good investigative work to expose these type of dangerous commies. And when you have commies that are exposed, this lets teachers know, hey, we have a communist problem here, and you all have to be aware of these people indoctrinating your kids. But anyway, I just wanted to bring you the happy news. I want to thank everybody for coming to our premiere, our first podcast, the Bear and Tree podcast yesterday. Thank you so much for coming. And listen, I look forward to seeing you all next Wednesday. Remember, we come on every Wednesday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will see you all then for our next show. We have a special guest coming up. And yeah, thank you so much for your support, as well as subscribing to my channel. Be sure to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And be sure to hit the bell. Also, be sure to leave a comment and let me know, hey, do you think more firing will be coming along if they investigate to find out where the other Antifa communist teachers are? Do you think they're going to get the same treatment? Or do you think those teachers are able to hide the dirt, hide their hammer and sickle flag so that they don't get the axe too? I would love to hear what you think. Leave your comment below, and I'll see you on the next video. go to treeoflogic.com. If you don't see me post anything on here for 2 or more days, go to treeoflogic.com, click on the news and updates section, and you will see what has happened. Find me on my website, treeoflogic.com. Remember that. Go there now, treeoflogic.com. Bookmark that site right now. It's mine. That's my main platform. Later, taters.